What is Bitcoin? If we aren't familiar with Bitcoin at all, we may think it's some weird scam thing that makes headlines now and then. If we are already a bit familiar with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market, we often describe Bitcoin as digital gold. However, saying Bitcoin is like digital gold is like saying electricity is like a better candle. People used to think electricity was a fancy way to make light, when in reality it became the backbone of all modern industry, communication, and computing, powering factories, homes, data centers, and even now, digital currencies. In the 1940s, experts called early computers faster calculators, or giant brains for math problems. When the internet first hit the scene, many people dismissed the web as an online encyclopedia or a place to send messages. Now it's the foundation of commerce, finance, media, education, and social interaction. It has transformed every aspect of civilization. So let's explore what Bitcoin really is, because it's not simply digital gold, internet money, or some obscure cyberpunk sketchy technology. It's something far more compelling and much, much bigger that will revolutionize every aspect of the global financial system that can radically change our lives. Because guess what? Nobody understands what's about to happen with Bitcoin. We are still early, and Bitcoin will likely reach that $1 million price point sooner than we think. Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and in this video, we are going to explain what Bitcoin really is, what's actually going on with Bitcoin from a macro perspective, and how we can position ourselves to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build wealth and achieve financial freedom and sovereignty. Let's hit it. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, Tangem Wallet, GoBabyTrade, and Uphold. Everyone in crypto needs a Tangem Wallet. It's extremely affordable, 90 seconds to set up, super easy to use. We can literally do everything. Buy, sell, swap, stake, use DeFi, and now we can instantly spend crypto anywhere Visa is accepted with the new Tangem Pay card, a non-custodial payment account built right into the Tangem Wallet. Stop leaving easy money on the table and start harnessing the power of artificial intelligence by taking advantage of the constant up and down price action of crypto with GoBabyTrade. It's a set it forget it investment product that helps us make passive profits. It's a volatility vampire sucking up all the gains the market has to offer. See it in action in this video and join us live on weekly webinars every Wednesday to learn more and secure your wealth with Uphold, the next generation of finance. All of our crypto money is backed 100% one-to-one. We get the best prices for crypto because it's connected to over 30 underlying exchanges. When we trade $100, we get $20 free. And Uphold is relaunching 2 versions of its US debit card where we can earn up to 6% of XRP rewards in the first 90 days, and we can spend anything we hold, cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, it's amazing. So be sure to scroll down and use links below to redeem all the special offers they have for us. Sweet. All right, many people get into crypto because they want to get rich quick. And sure, less than 1% of people get lucky gambling in the crypto casino. However, if we actually want to make money in crypto, we need to approach it with a 5 to 10 year mindset and playbook. And I'm here to tell you it's totally possible and within our grasp because I've been here and done it myself. When I first actually started investing money in Bitcoin was back in 2016, and I wasn't doing it to try to get rich quick. I was speculating that it would increase in value over the next 5 to 10 years. And my speculation luckily turned out to be correct. It has gone from around 1K in 2016 to where we are now, over $100,000. Now you may be thinking that you missed the boat and are too late, and you are not. Things that I could not have fathomed or thought possible with Bitcoin have now been in the works for the past couple of years. The entire global financial system is about to become completely unrecognizable over the next 5 years and catch everyone off guard, like electricity, computers, and the internet did decades ago. Most people have no idea what's going on. However, all of us watching this video will right now. And we have a first mover advantage to front run everything by executing a 5 to 10 year wealth generation playbook. So to understand what's about to happen with Bitcoin, we need to understand how the current financial system works. And it's actually so simple, it may seem like a scam, and that's because it is. Check it out. The biggest market in the world is fixed income. There is about $300 trillion locked up in fixed income, and about 48% of it is tradable, securitized, fixed income instruments like treasury bonds, which is debt. When we buy a treasury bond, we are loaning our money to the government in exchange for interest payments, which is only like 4% right now. And it could also be dividend stocks, which is debt. Here's the deal. The entire stock market is based on discounted future cash flows, which is basically what a company's earnings will be in the future. So when we buy a stock, we're buying companies based on how much cash flow we think they may have in the future. And when we buy bonds, we are loaning money based on their future ability to pay us back. At the end of the day, it's all debt. Right now, the market is a debt-based economy. So what we need to ask ourselves with all of the new revolutionary technology emerging, like artificial intelligence, robotics, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, all disrupting everything, how many companies in the stock market will survive? What if they don't have those future cash flows we are buying when we buy a stock? What if they can't pay us? And with the government debt mounting, how we are paying more interest on this debt than defense, social security, healthcare, everything. We are literally facing a huge sovereign debt crisis around the world. What if they don't have the future ability to pay us? Which is what we are banking on when buying bonds. It happened before in Japan and Europe, where interest rates went negative and bondholders, retirees who had been investing their whole lives for retirement, had to literally pay money to the government. Big yikes. And like we've been discussing on the channel, particularly in this video you can check out by clicking the link above, the bondholders will be left holding the bag. They are doomed. The 60% stocks and 40% bond portfolio is dead. Gone finito. So now that we understand how the current financial system works and why it's doomed, let's finally have that Eureka moment about Bitcoin, how it's going to change the world, and how it could substantially change our lives if we take heed and embark on the 5 to 10 year plan to front run the global digital financial paradigm shift. Check out. Businesses with cash only had a few choices. 1, to distribute it back to their shareholders as dividend payments. 2, use their cash to buy back some of their own stock. Or 3, attempt some merger acquisition venture to buy up other businesses, which puts the cash at risk. However, now we have Bitcoin. And much like how electricity, computers, and the internet became foundations on which we could build new things that we never could have imagined before, Bitcoin is also a foundation on which we can now build new things that we never could have imagined before. So one of the most important things to understand about Bitcoin is there is a fixed supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin to ever exist. And with this fixed supply, let's think of it as a battery that perfectly holds energy for thousands of years. No decay or attrition over time. All the energy it holds stays there 100%. Now think of Bitcoin as a form of digital energy that companies can convert their cash into, store it, and use it to extend the life of the companies. Bitcoin is like a power station. And to fully grasp this concept, let's think of a raw base asset like crude oil. We can take crude oil and create major refined products from it that are used across industries around the world, like liquefied petroleum gas, propane for cooking and heating, gasoline for transportation and small engines, diesel fuel for trucks, ships, trains, and construction equipment, asphalt for roads, roofing, waterproofing materials, plastics, rubbers, fertilizers, detergents, pharmaceuticals. It's a lot. Crude oil produces a hierarchy of outputs that power everything from planes and power grids to mascara and medicine. It's the base foundation of industrial civilization. So with that in mind, now Bitcoin has the potential to become the raw base layer that powers a new global digital financial economy. So instead of storing value, it stores monetary value in digital form using code, computer science, mathematics, physics, things that make up the very fabric of the universe. It's the raw monetary commodity that can be refined into financial products, corporate strategies, and economic infrastructure. And lucky for us, we have a real-life example of Bitcoin being implemented into a corporate strategy several years ago with proven success. Let's break it down together. It's going to blow your mind because most of us will finally understand why Bitcoin will reach that $1 million price point. It's just a matter of time and likely sooner than we think. So stick with me. First, a quick note about how we can earn crypto rewards from everyday spending and setting up direct deposit with Uphold, the next generation Web3 financial platform. Uphold just relaunched 2 versions of their debit cards, the Essential and Elite, designed to turn our daily purchases into XRP rewards. For anyone who signs up before January 1st, 2026, we can earn enhanced rewards for the first 90 days, up to 4% back with the Essential and 6% with the Elite. We can spend anything we hold instantly, whether it's dollars or any of the 300 plus digital assets on the platform, anywhere Visa is accepted. There's no credit check required. And when we set up direct deposit with Uphold, we earn 4% back in XRP every time we deposit a portion of our paycheck. So paired with our Uphold Elite card, with 6% XRP back with every purchase, we can stack rewards for up to 10% back in XRP every month, and we can earn rewards of up to 5.25% APY on stablecoin balances. It's free to sign up, only takes a minute, so be sure to scroll down and use link below to start earning XRP with an Uphold debit card today. Alright, time for the Bitcoin Eureka moment. Check it out. The company that implemented Bitcoin into its corporate strategy several years ago was called Microstrategy, and it recently renamed to Strategy. So instead of distributing cash to stockholders as dividends, or buying back their own stock, or putting money at risk with mergers and acquisitions, Michael Saylor, the CEO of Strategy, is converting their cash into Bitcoin. And this means they aren't agreeing to pay shareholders based on their future cash flows. Because guess what? They have an underlying asset. They have Bitcoin. And here's what's interesting. They just had their quarterly meeting recently, and this is insane. Strategy has over 100 years, an entire century worth of capital to pay shareholders right now. Based on all the obligations they have to pay, if they never made another penny of profit, no more cash flow, now and into the future, they could pay out shareholders for the next 100 years. Wild. And it gets even crazier. Since Strategy is not paying shareholders from cash flow or future cash flows, the dividends based on the underlying asset are essentially tax-free, tax-deferred. All because they aren't paying from cash flow, because it's technically a return of capital. And that's the next generation of the global financial system. Why would anybody want to give loans in exchange for interest or dividends that are based on either the entity's future ability to pay you back or their uncertain future cash flow? When we can invest in something that is collateralized, offers way higher returns, like I think Strategy went from around 10% to 17% recently, hardly any risk, and beneficial tax-wise. It's brilliant. And what else is amazing is when we personally invest in Bitcoin, we can strategically leverage it as well, the same way that wealthy people have used and continue to use real estate to grow their wealth by taking out loans against it. For example, if you own a piece of real estate worth $500,000, you can take out a loan against it using the real estate as collateral. So let's say you take out a $200,000 secured loan and use it as a down payment for another property or to invest in some other cash flow generating asset. You can see how debt can be powerful when used correctly. We can now do this with our Bitcoin. We can use the asset as collateral to take out loans, and if managed properly, we can use it to scale up our wealth over time. And what most people don't understand is we don't have to pay taxes on money we receive in the form of debt. Wealthy people take huge advantage of this as a tax strategy, and so can we with our own personal Bitcoin reserves. Listen up, fam. A financial renaissance is upon us, and we need to act now. If we missed Bitcoin at $1, $10, $10,000, $90,000, that's fine. Because if we execute a 5-year plan now, we will more than likely be in pretty good shape. My random, wild guess is Bitcoin 10x's within the next 5 to 10 years to at least $1 million per Bitcoin. And what's great is we've got proof of Bitcoin's growth in that time frame. Anyone who has been investing in Bitcoin over a 5-year period is in profit. It's that plain, simple, and straightforward. And here's why the next 5 years will be different than the last. Bitcoin will underpin balance sheets, payments, remittances, and collateral for credit system. Just as crude oil yields gasoline, diesel, plastics, and more, Bitcoin yields financial derivatives and layers. We've got the Lightning Network for payments, wrapped Bitcoin for DeFi or decentralized financial collateral, ETFs or exchange-traded funds for institutional access, and tokenized assets for synthetic liquidity. Bitcoin introduces a neutral, transparent global price signal for value outside of government and corporate manipulation. Bitcoin literally transforms our human productivity, our energy, into a digital, incorruptible store of value. Incredible. So as Bitcoin becomes the base layer of the new global financial system, more and more crypto products and services are going to replace the old, outdated, corrupt, failing, debt-based traditional financial system and provide us with way better, safer means of saving, spending, earning, trading. Our relationship with money, digital assets, and finance at large will be revolutionized. And we can already front run the paradigm shift by ditching banks and exchanges altogether to achieve true financial freedom and sovereignty by completely owning and controlling our Bitcoin and digital assets with Tangem Wallet. It's the size of a credit card, multi-currency, multi-chain. It's super easy to use, takes like 90 seconds to set up, and we can do everything we need to in the crypto world. Buy, sell, swap, stake, interact with DeFi, and a new long-awaited feature is here, Tangem Pay, where self-custody finally meets real-world spending. Here's how it works. It's a non-custodial payment account with a virtual Visa card where our funds stay on chain. This is key. Basically, when we deposit USDC into our Tangem Pay account and go to spend it, the USDC is converted one-to-one to US dollars at the point of sale, all while our Tangem wallet remains completely 100% private. What's great, there are 0 transaction fees, 0 monthly fees, it's free to get the card. The only costs are standard Polygon gas and Visa FX for any non-US dollar purchases. Tangem Pay is an optional regulated feature. The rollout starts later this month, so to join the waitlist to get early access, make sure to scroll down and use the link below to sign up today. Super exciting times we are living through and watching unfold in real time. So if you would like to learn how we can use AI to make passive profits in crypto from the constant up and down price action with Go Baby Trade, check out this video. If you would like to learn how the next generation of banking with Uphold is a way better and safer option for storing our money and managing crypto than banks and exchanges, check out this video. And to sign up for a free Uphold account, click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.